Welcome to my channel, Stitching in La La Land. My name is Lauren, and this is Loki. Say hi. He says, hi everyone. This is a cross-stitch channel, basically. I do talk about other crafts sometimes, but not today. Today is going to be all about cross-stitch. So welcome. There you go. This is going to be Flosstube number 7. So we're going to have some finishes to talk about, finally. And we have some WIPs to go over and a little bit of plans to talk about. So let's get right to it. We'll start with the finishes. This one was the labor of love. Let's just call it that. This is Screaming Heart Designs, and it is a video game sampler. This is on black 16 count Aida, and it was a pain in the butt with the black, but it's over and done with. The only thing I changed was this little guy right here. This little pink guy was supposed to be red, and that red was the same red that's right beside him in the piranha plant, so I changed him to pink. So that's the only thing I changed. So everything else is the called for DMC. And see, I told you, I started it on January 13th of 2023 and finished on October the 11th of 2023. So I plan to make it into a pillow, I believe. I'll probably have to back it with some black fabric before I stuff it, though, because I think stuffing and things would show through. So not sure yet, but that's the ongoing plan right now. So a pillow for that one. Maybe you'll see it next time. Maybe you won't. We'll see what I get up to between here and then. The next is Witchscabinet by the Witchsgardencrafts. And the fabric is also by Witchsgardencrafts. It is the opalescent lavender twilight. And everything is done exactly how she charted it, except for a few mistakes maybe. And I also added a little French knot to the kitty for its nose. I really enjoyed this one. She released the border for it on September the 1st, and then every day in October she released a different section of the cabinet. And I actually stayed caught up with it pretty much the whole time. I missed a few days while we were on our cruise, and so I caught back up with that. But I finished it on October 31st. So there's that one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I may try different methods of framing out. I'll probably do it myself, though I won't send it out. Or it'll sit in the finishes box that everybody has, you know, tucked away somewhere in there. So wow, 2 finishes. Like, that's the first time I finished anything all year long, and they ended up right there at the same time. So I'm so excited about that. It'll probably be a while before I have another big finish. One of my stitch-alongs might finish next, hopefully by the end of the year, but I probably won't have another finish until that one. So let's get started with my stitch-alongs. My WIPs, this time I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to show you. One of them I did not get touched on, so I have 8 total WIPs right now going. And I don't plan on getting any more this year. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, so the first WIP we have is Christmas Wonderland. It has 4 parts out already. It's a stitch along. So here is what we know it looks like so far. And this is a brand new start. So I just started this. This is all I've got so far. A little needle minder I ordered with the stitch along kit, as well as all the called for threads and the fabric. It all came with the kit. And this is 32 count even weave. Yes. Not really sure what colors and things. It all just came with the kit for this one. But I made this grime guard from fabric from eons ago that I had in my stash when I started making grime guards. And that's really all I have to say about this one. I really love this needle minder. It's pretty. Oh, it came from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I don't know if I said that. That's who it's from. The needle minder came from them as well. But it's pretty solid. Like, it's metal all the way through. I really like it. Okay, so our next WIP is Castle Homecoming. So this one has 6 parts out. So this is what we know it looks like so far. And here's where I was last time. And here's where we are today. Let's see, I have just worked on this one while we were on the cruise. And I just did little Merlin here. Get a little closer to that. This is one of the pieces that a lot of people change colors around, and I'm not quite ready to start changing colors on this yet. I'm still thinking about whether or not I'm going to change that dragon or not, or just do it as charted. Not really sure. This is 32 count Belfast, I think. Let's see. I've got my notes over here. Yes, 32 count Belfast in Valor, and I'm doing 2/2 full cross. The Christmas Wonderland was also 2/2 full cross. So there's this one. And I made this grind guard as well from fabrics from eons ago. And what else do we have about this one? I really enjoyed stitching on it on my cruise. That's like my favorite thing to do, is go find a spot out looking at the water and just stitch away. It's so wonderful. Okay, so that was my traveling one. And now we're going to go on to Gamer, which I will never be able to travel with because she has so many different colors. I have all of her colors in some of those boxes over here. Like, I can't keep hers on floss drops and stuff, she's got too many. But she's wonderful. This is what she's going to look like. She is Gamernoveau by Medusadollmaker, charted and kitted by Geckorouge. And here's where we were last time. And here's where we are today. So this is about 500 more stitches than you saw it last time. And this is 2/1 full cross on 18 count Aida that I gridded with the friction pin. So this will just iron off. The needle minder came with the kit. Well, I bought it with the kit. This grind guard is actually just from Amazon. I may make a few more so I can get rid of the ones that I got from Amazon. Because they're just, They're okay, but they're So this one was my very first gecko, and I really love her. We're getting into a lot of heavy confetti. I'm really enjoying working on her in Royal Rows more than I was working in diagonals. So we've got a page finished right here, and we're gonna, I think this is almost 2 more pages side by side, maybe 1 more page. And then we'll be almost pretty much caught up with Royal Rows, and I'll start with my next page over here. That's what my plan is there. So there's that one. This next one is with my very first haed, which is Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is Purity by Joan Marie. This is what it looks like. And here's where we were last time. And here we are today. So I've got a little bit more going on over here. This is quite a lot of fabric rolled up into this grind guard. This grind guard came from Amazon. This fabric I ordered off of 123 Stitch. It is 18 count, but it's Magic Guide, so it already had the grid in there, and it'll just have to be washed afterwards. The needle minder came from Amazon. This one I've also converted to Royal Rows. Almost got another page finished right here. And this is about 500 since the last time you saw it as well. Okay. And next we have, oh, I'm sorry, knocked the desk. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Next we have the Universal Monster Stitch Along from Witchy Stitcher. Now this one is not a current stitch along, it's an older one, so I have lots of different options to choose from with it. There's a few different monsters you can put in different rooms. There's even some people that have added on rooms. I'm not decided if I'm going to add on or if I'm just going to pick and choose which monsters to use just yet, because I haven't taken it out of the Q-Snap to really look to see how much room I've got since I've noticed that I could do that. But this is what the main one looks like. And here's what it looked like last time. And here we are today. We got more of the moon going there. Let's see how many I've done since then. This is about 750 more stitches since last time you saw it. And this is 2/2 full cross on 32 count Lagana in Storm by Picture This Plus. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to add any more, or if I may just pick and choose which monsters. Probably going to pick and choose which monsters. I don't know if I have enough fabric to add rooms on both sides, because I can't do it just on one side. It would be wonky, and I don't want it to look wonky. This Grime Guard is also one from Amazon. And that is about all I have for that one. I'm enjoying working on the 32 count 2/2, but it's a lot harder to count than regular for me so far. I haven't gotten real great at that yet, so it's a little slow going sometimes. Okay, so next we have probably my favorite one right now. Don't let the others hear, but it probably is. This is Morticia by medusadollmaker, and this is what it looks like. It's charted and kitted by geckorouge, but it seems that she has now released some of her patterns on her own website, so you could buy some of these patterns directly from her without having to get the full kit from geckorouge. She also did the gamer one that I'm doing as well. So here's what it looked like last time, and here's where we are today. So I have about 2,600 stitches more on it since last time you saw it. It is 2/1 tent stitch on 28 count even weave. And this one was pre-gridded as well. It all came with the kit from geckorouge. And the needle minder came with, or I bought with the kit. And it's just one of Morticia. It's a portion of what the chart will look like. This Grime Guard came from Amazon. And I really love the even weave. It's so much smoother to stitch on than the Ada has been, especially my opalescent Ada that I did Witchscabinet on. I love it. It's beautiful, but it's really rough when you're pulling your thread through. Like, this was so much smoother. And it's a lot faster with tent stitch as well. I can't believe how much this is already. This is already like 5,500 stitches in here, and it's just like a dream stitching through that. So next we have Haunted House by Lornalaine, charted and kitted by geckorouge. This is what it will look like. And here we were last time. And here's where we are today. Let's see. I'm going to get better at holding these to the right angle. I'm sorry, you guys. This needle minder is one that I bought with the kit. That's like the full picture of what it will be. And I've made this Grime Guard with fabrics from eons ago. And this is 2/1 tent stitch on 28 count even weave, and it's the Magic Guide as well. It's what came with the kit, and I'm really enjoying this one as well. It's different enough for Morticia. Like, I'm still doing royal rows, but it doesn't have an actual square shape, so it feels like it's totally different. And the colors are just so pretty and so fun to work with. I really like this one too. So it's really hard for me to tell which one really is my favorite, which is also why it's been hard to pick out a new routine for everything. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's move on into plans. That's all the WIPs that I have to show you today. Let me grab a little bit of my coffee. All right. Much better. Okay. So plans. Oh, I bumped it again. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I was working really hard to get through Videogamesampler, and I was mainly working on the Witch's Cabinet last time we spoke. So now that those are done, I'm going to be trying to get caught up on the Christmas Wonderland stitch along, and it's, you know, it already has about 4 parts out, but I don't want to just work on that. So I wanted to break it up and get some work done on just about all of my WIPs. So my plan is to finish one part of the stitch along and then move to either 500 if it's full cross, if it's a project with full crosses, or 1,000 if it's a project with 10 stitches, because it kind of evens out. And then go back to the stitch along that I'm working on at the time, do another part of it, and then go on to the next project in the regular rotation. So I'm going to go back and forth until I get the stitch along done. And then when that Christmas stitch along is done, then I'll move the Castle Homecoming into that stitch along spot. So I probably won't ever really get caught up with the Castle Homecoming, but it'll just be the one that I'm working on mainly, going back and forth. So I think that should work. But if that works, that whole routine works, I probably won't do WIP Go this year, because I'll have it all figured out. I won't really need another thing to do or to tell me what to do. So I'll have it figured out. So if y'all like that idea, or if you think that there might be something better for me out there to do, let me know in the comments down below. That would be wonderful. Now, plans for the channel. I do like how our schedule is right now, going WIP Go, I don't know, WIP Go, I've got that on the brain. Doing a WIP update once a month, and then in between doing a stitch with me. So I'll be putting out a video every 2 weeks. Now, last stitch with me took it was a challenge to get that uploaded into the computer and then put into the editing program, and then to put it in to compile it, and then to get it all uploaded onto YouTube. Like, with it being right at an hour, a little over an hour, it was a lot different than my regular WIP update videos have been. So I may cut that back maybe to 30 minutes or 45. Let me know which one would you like to watch more? A 30-minute stitch with me, 45-minute stitch with me, ditch all the stitch with me. Let me know what you think, and I'll try to get that worked out. But these shorter videos are much easier to upload for some odd reason. I don't know what, I mean, I guess it's a lot more stuff for the computer to compile and everything, but it was a challenge, and I didn't really like that part of the challenge. It was just a bunch of waiting. I was waiting for about 2 days for it all to work out, but we figured it out. Thankfully, I have a genius for a husband, and he has been so wonderful and helpful through all of it. He's so supportive, and I just love it so much. I love him so much, and I just love that he is supportive. So yay, supportive husbands. They're wonderful. Let's see, reading. I finished The Court of Mist and Fury, and by the time I finished it, I am now on the train for that series. Like, I like them now. And I'm on the third one, A Court of Wings and Ruin, I believe is what it's called. So I've been listening to it while I've been working out and cleaning, and then I watch stuff while I've been stitching. So what have I been watching? Well, I've been getting caught up with Sister Wives, and it's like, I like them, but it feels like I'm waiting for the train wreck to happen. And so I'm like they have 18 seasons out now, I think, and I'm on like season 14. So that's what I've been watching lately, and then watching people on YouTube talk about it. So it feels like I'm watching it with somebody. So what are y'all watching right now? I've kind of moved on from Supernatural for a little bit. Kind of got to a spot where it's hard for me to get through that Leviathan season. Is just, it's always a sticker for me. So I may just skip it. I don't know, and go back to watching the rest of it for like the umpteenth time. And I watched it for the first time for this year. It was the first time ever seeing it, but I watched it this year for the Halloween season. I guess I never wanted to watch it previously because I thought it was just about killer clowns, but if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, it's not about clowns. There is a clown, Pennywise is in it, but it's not just about clowns. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's freaking awesome. I probably need to watch the rest of them. I only watched the first one. So I watched that. And I watched Friday the 13th for the first time. And I was a little disappointed that there wasn't enough Freddy in it. No, not Freddy. Jason. Sorry. Oh, that was bad. I'm so sorry. It's Jason that's the monster in that one. So I may have to go back and go watch the rest of those too, because I want more Jason. Like, there was barely any Jason, you know? But it was still good. I love all the 80s slasher. I mean, the 80s movies are just great. They really are. What else have I been watching? I think that's about it. So, well, yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you guys are watching, what you're reading. Let me know what you're stitching on too. We'll get some... I'll be back in about 2 weeks for a stitch with me. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much to all of you that have liked and subscribed my past videos. And subscribing now would be great. If you really liked this, please subscribe and like my videos and comment down below. Get the engagement going. I think that's about all. Oh, and if you have any suggestions about, filming or, making the videos better for you guys to watch, I want them to be really good, and I want you guys to enjoy watching them. So if there's anything that I can do that you know of to help with that, let me know. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.